Okay, guys, so let's do some synthetic indices review. That's been a while. It's been a while. All right, so this is the daily chart. We're starting with volatility 10, and looking at volatility 10, it's very obvious that the market is bearish from the daily charts. Right, you can see the market is obviously very bearish. Right, obviously very bearish. So the market is actually very bearish. You can see that. So we have something has been reacting like has been selling price up and down. We're looking at them, this fair value gap here has been moving price up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. All right, but the way I see it, let's mark it properly. So we have taken this liquidity down here, right? That liquidity has been taken, and we have this inducement here. We have this other block here. Right, the other block has been tapped into. Okay, so now we can see that we have this series of highs here, and then we have this imbalance here, and then we have this low. All right. So if you were to ask me what direction price would move, I would say that there's a high probability that the market might give a bullish move. Maybe since this other block, this imbalance is not really sending price down. It's just been stalling there for the past days. Since I think since 10th of March, for the past 13 days now, or 12 days, market has been in this range. All right. There's a tendency that price might choose to run higher. So it's seen that price has done what? Price took out the low, right? Look at this. The market's price took out the low of this previous candle. So it's possible that market might just buy, maybe just buy. But ideally, this market is bearish from the higher time frame, right? But now the issue is, where are we going to see that continuation to the downside? And that's just the issue now. Where are we going to see the continuation to the downside? All right, so let's see if we can get our fifth tool. Okay, so if you draw your fifth tool from this is the swing high here, and that is the swing low, right? So you can see that 50% is somewhere around there. That means we can put our eye on this 50% area where we can be putting our eyes on. And then if you take it out, we now have this other block here, which is just around the 50%. So that's to be an area of interest if price can get there, right? That would be an area of interest if price can get there, right? So I feel that price might get to this other block because this other block is at the 50% of the range, right? So this market might likely buy to this point here. So if you go to the lower time frame, let's go to the 2-hour chart. On the 2-hour chart, the market is okay. We have a kind of bullish break of structure here. Market on above this swing high. Market broke this high. Market 2 hours is kind of in the range, right? So we can't really say it's bullish or bearish. 2 hours in a kind of range. But currently, I would say that 2 hours is currently bearish because we saw this last swing low taken out, and so the market took a liquidity and then broke to the downside, right? So currently, the 2-hour chart is currently bearish, right? It's currently bearish, right? So you can see price still go lower, right? So for now, we still have, this other block was printed, this other block printed here, and then price broke below, right? So there's very high tendency the price might choose to go down a bit. But my POI is that higher time frame order block above there. So this is a 5 minute chart. And then even on the 5 minutes, there's no concrete. Even on the 5 minutes, there's no really concrete move. Right? There's no really concrete move. Right? Even on 5 minutes, you have this swing high, have this swing low, and then markets went above this high. You can see price close above it. So even the 5 minutes is bullish. As 5 minutes is bullish, look at the 50 minutes chart. We're trying to get a bias for this market because it's looking very trickish. So 15 minutes is still also bullish, right? See this market broke this high, right? So 15 minutes is bullish, right? So we have to wait for a very clear. If we were to sell on this point here, I have to wait for price to clearly close below this low. So for now, market is temporarily bullish, right? So that it might override a 2 hour, because 2 hour is still bearish, right? So for now, just wait for the market to give you a clear move, right? So wait for the market to give you a clear move, especially wait for the market to move away from this fair value gap. So it's very nice to see price, do something like this, know, break above this gap and then come to tap it back and then run higher. And don't forget also have another favorite gap above here. Also have another gap up here. You can see the gap between these two candles. So let's not be mindful of that. But for now, I think that the best thing to do on this 10 is probably to stay out until price comes to this 50% zone, because buying inside the fair value gap is bearish, you might see a very rough movement. Like you can see that's been rough, right? So it's just best to wait for the market to give you a very clear pull, 50% to retracement. So this is VIS10S. So for VIS10S, you can see market is obviously be bullish, and we took after finally taking out this higher time frame liquidity point here. We swept it. This liquidity point here, we swept it. So there are two possibilities now. So now we have swept this liquidity now. Two possibilities. Either, because this is still looking clean. So either price runs a bit higher, like to clear out the liquidity properly, like run deeply. But this one a deep run. And price just tap the liquidity. That's not really cleared it. So some people that sell here, some people that sold here, right? Sorry. Some people that sold here would probably do something like this, sell here and then move your stops above, right? Sell here and move your stops above. Put trade like this, they put their stop loss above. So those people that put their stop loss above highs have not really been taken out. Right. So price might likely push a bit more higher. Right. That's my mean more bullish movements for today. Right. So my see market still run higher a bit. Because even on the 30 minutes, you can see that price is still bullish. You can see swing high, swing low, and then swing high. Even 30 minutes is still very bullish. There's not really been any reason why the market should go down on the 30 minutes. Right? The market is still bullish right on 30 minutes. Market came to this fair value gap here and then pushed higher. All right, so there is still a tendency of price to run higher, right? So even the 5 minutes market, so even the 5 minutes chart as well, you can see 5 minutes also bullish, right? See market breaking highs, and then it's possible the market might also run higher. All right, market might run on 3 minutes chart, still the same thing. Market should also give a bullish movement on the 3 minutes chart. All right, so market might still run higher. All right, so anticipate something like the market continuing higher. All right, so market might still continue higher. So that's what I have for this particular guy. So wait for the market to run the liquidity points properly before looking for sales, right? So that's one of the things to do. And don't forget that everything said here is for educational purposes, right? I'm not holding your hands and telling you to take any trade, right? Just this is what I'm saying, this is what I expect, that is what I'm looking at, right? I'm not asking you that you should take any trade. Understand that, right? So that's just how I look at your mind. Nobody's asking you take this trade, take that trade, that kind of stuff, right? So just be responsible. So this 25, sorry, 75. All right, so 75 is also very bearish, right? Market is still very bearish on V75, right? Still a very good bearish market. All right, so what do we have here? We have if you look carefully, you can see that the trend line liquidity is building up. Yeah, it's kind of trend line liquidity building up, right? It's kind of trend line building up here, trend line liquidity. And then if you look judge by the buy stop liquidity, you're taking out the buy side liquidity here. All these buy stops have been taken. So the sell side liquidity. So I've taken out all this sell side liquidity, or the sell stops have been taken here. And we have this liquidity point here. All right, so I've taken out liquidity. I've also swapped okay. Okay. So I've taken out that sell side liquidity and all of that, right? So if you ask me, what I'm expecting. I feel that markets might run higher, but where would they run higher? That's what I can't really tell. Because this low is internal liquidity. This low right here is internal liquidity. There's a tendency or a possibility that price can run that low before buying, right? So just be mindful. So this low can be run before the market buy because this low is an internal liquidity. Why is it internal? Because it's inside this trading range. It did not change structure from being bullish to bearish. Market is still bearish. If maybe this low was able to break above this height, I was okay, market can buy from here. But now, since this low could not even break this particular, this it could not break highs, right? The market could not really break highs. So there's a tendency that the market is still going to, you know, still going to, still going to move to the downside before going up. So for me, if you ask me what I'm expecting on this market, I feel that price might do something like this, right? Maybe sweep this liquidity, then give that break of structure, and then run higher, right? So this is what I expect. I would say, okay, this is what I'm looking for this guy to happen. All right. So I don't really believe that price is going to, I don't really believe that price is going to just start buying like that. I feel it's going to go below this low, right? Before it buys. So 4 hour chart. I have to also check the 4 hour to confirm what we have. Okay, for 4 hours, still the same thing. Watch this. On the 4 hour, you can see, okay, we have this big order block here. Your price is rejection of it, right? So trading is probability, right? Trading is all probabilities. Market can still choose to buy from it. But if you asked me, seeing that there's no inducement in this market, the market is just a straight bullish order block. Me, if you ask me, I feel that price is going to go down, right? That's what I feel. That price is going to go down first before buying, right? Because this is very clean. There's no inducements, nothing. Just a very clean move, right? It's very weak. It's a very weak low, right? So it might choose to buy. Don't get me wrong, right? I'm not trying to be perfect here. It's okay, this is what must happen, right? Price might choose to, do something unexpected, and that is permissible, all right? It's permissible. So just have this probability mindset. If the market does this, I will do this, right? If the market does this, I will do this. Don't force any bias, right? So the market gives me that's drop down first. Then I will look for, the trade opportunities to take price, to the downside, right? So look at this chart. Let's go to the 1 hour chart to get a better feel for what price is doing. So if you know the 1 hour, you can see that we have taken out this low here. So market is even bearish on the 1 hour current. Look at this swing low here, right? 1 hour is still bearish, right? So we have also taken out this swing low as well. So there's a possibility that price might go down, right? To take out that low first before we see the proper buy, right? So remember, we're not trying to force trade ideas. We're not trying to force price to do what we want it to do, right? So just be mindful of that, right? So watch this other block here. Watch this other block. So this might be a catalyst for price to go down, right? So let's just see what market is going to do if price gets here. All right, so that is it. Let's check the last pair, which will obviously be the step index. All right, okay, we'll check V25 too. Let's check V25 as well. So you guys can have different options. Right, daily charts as well is 25. Market is bullish, obviously very bullish, right? Very, very bullish. So market is just very, very bullish. Right, so market is very bullish. Right, so market is still very, very bullish, just running high, high, high. So for me, I don't really have any bias on this. On the price, the only area I see that there might be some kind of resistance to this movement is this other block here. I only bit you can see some kind of resistance to this movement. Apart from this, I feel the market is going to just continue buying at least to that point here. So it might not do it like dynamically, right? You might see markets, retrace, come back, retrace, come back. It's part of it. All right. So wait for price bracket to come here before doing anything, right? So it's a very serious bullish market. Very serious one. So market can come back, retrace, hit favorable gap, do all those fun stuffs, right? It's not composed that price is going to buy like that direct, right? Price doesn't always buy or move one direction. So for me, I will just stay out until price, gives me a proper retracement for a buy, right? So even if I draw my flip to now from here, this swing high to this dynamic swing low, can serve as a very good, premium level. So market might start to give some retracements now. So if you can catch those retracements, that'll be good. And all that. But if you ask me what direction is price, I would say market is bullish. So I would likely say, okay, the market is bullish from here to here, right? So anyhow you do it, market is still in the area for sales, right? It's an area for retracement, not sales, retracement. So you're above 50% here. Anyhow you do it, it's still above 50%. All right, so just wait for the market to give you that clear trade opportunity. Don't force a trade. Don't force a trade. Don't force a trade. Okay. So for me, I'll just start with that guy for today. So last pair before we move it, I'll call it a day. Step index. All right. So let's look at step index. And don't forget that my paid mentorship, we also have synthetic indices in our curriculum, right? If you want to learn with us, just send me a DM to join us in our paid mentorship. All right. So we are on a 24-hour, it's a 48-hour discount. The discount ends today. Tomorrow morning. So you can join us with a discount on our paid mentorship, right? So this is what I'm seeing on step index. Market is, to me, if you ask me what direction step index is going, I feel that step index is bearish, right? Market is going lower. And if you judge by the trend lines, if you draw this trend line from here to here, because the market is still in a bearish market, we are not able to go above this trend line. And market is still very bearish on this guy, right? Still very bearish, right? So you had this other block here. I think as price tapped into that, right? This is the other block we have here. I think price has kind of pushed into it. So it's possible that price might choose to continue making a new low, right? If you draw your swing high from that, from this point here down to this point, you can see that actually that's a very good premium level, which is above 50%. So above 50% might be a reason my market can choose to go down, right? So 4 hour, let's check the 4 hour charts. Let's check the 4 hour charts. So for the 4 hour charts, well, I think we should even go to 1 hour. But let's begin with 4 hour first. So 4 hour, see, we have hit that last order flow, we have tapped into it, but not really deep, just a shallow tap. So the market might still choose to run higher a bit to properly mitigate this zone. So that is still possible, right? I like to see those deep mitigations. It's not a deep mitigation yet. But judging by the 1 hour, we can see that market is obviously started giving us a bearish market. Wow. Nah, I don't trust this. See this liquidity here. It's not really convincing. It's not convincing. Price might still run higher again. I think that this swing low here has not been broken. So since that this low has not been broken, this low can still send price above here for that proper sell. So for me, if you ask me, until this low is broken, I won't sell. I want to see this low broken first because this is a dynamic swing low. Because this might happen, might occur something like this before selling down. All right. So this is what might happen. So for me, I would always wait for step index to either break this low or go above this high, right? Because that is not very clear mitigation. Market has not really entered the other block well. So this is other block. This is the daily chart again. This is the open of the other block, right? That's the open of the other block. There's the open price. That is the open price. So market has not really tapped into it. All right, it does not really tap into it. 8 hour chart now. Can see okay. If you go by 8 hour, I can see okay from here. Can see even on 8 hour too, it has not happened to the candle properly, right? It's just playing around. And then we have this big imbalance here, right? So watch this big imbalance, which has not been tapped into as well, right? So we have this big imbalance resting here. So that price might still run higher a bit on step index, right? So just be mindful of that. If the market runs higher, that'd be nice to catch more buy opportunities, right? More sell opportunities inside it. For now, wait for market to come back here and give us a clear sell, or wait for price to break below that dynamic 1 hour low, right? Still below this low here. And that'll be an area for good, trades, right? So wait for that, and then we'll we'll do it. So if you want to join my pay mentorship, use the link in the description. Use the promo code Twitter for a 20% off. Right? Use the promo code if you're it's just for 24 hours now. Use the promo code Twitter for a 20% off my pay mentorship. And then yeah, you can join us. Twitter is a promo code for 20% off my paid mentorship, right? So just use the link in the description to join us. Have a wonderful day. Cheers and God bless.